Hello, Enlighten22 here, and we're on the 1.9 snapshot. I started it up and I've been playing around with the new blocks for the last 3 or 4 hours, just trying out all these. I'm getting really excited to try out all the build things. So we're going to go through what are the new design options, at least start skimming the surface and getting some ideas, getting the juices flowing. Now, if you're looking for all the 1.9 features, this isn't the video. This is just all about the building and the aesthetics. If you are looking for that, you're in the right place. So these are all the blocks involved with building here. We have the Ender Dragon head, that's just a nice trophy. We have the Purpur Pillar, which has two things, which I really like it. Both has a pillar form, and it has more of a focus block. Right there, just like that. And then the purple block, slab, and stairs. Also, just nice purple blocks. We have Endstone bricks, which is a nice addition to have another brick that follows the texture of stone bricks. Then, this is sort of a building thing. It's the Chorus or Chorus plant. Those won't grow if you place them. Well, if you place the Chorus flower, then it will grow like that. Pretty cool looking. We have the End Rod. This is a light source. And then you have the iron bars and glass that become pillars. Other interesting thing, trapdoors now attached to anything. Or even nothing. Yep, trapdoors can float now, which is pretty crazy for both redstone and building possibilities. But let's check out the simpler stuff first. We have the end rods, and the single wide. I'm pretty happy with these single wide. I think it's a little bit more functional than the X. There were times where like those glass panes, you know how they turned into an X. That was useful, but I think this has more versatility. So let's run over here. So first on the end rods, they can be placed in any direction. This is what it looks like if you make a big line. And they don't make right angles or anything. So just messing around, I decided playground idea, some monkey bars. Yep, that's one possibility. You can make a pretty cool looking sort of jail cell barred wall. It's not too effective, but it looks nice. And of course you have your thin pillars for lamps. You could start making some cool chandeliers. There's all sorts of details. I didn't get into them because I got a bit distracted by you. You can see that. Yeah. Got a bit distracted, but I'm sure over the next few weeks we'll see all sorts of details popping up. So the big thing that I was working on was trying to figure out what blocks go well with our two new ones. So we had two new blocks, main ones. Endstone bricks. Well, first of all, of course, all the sand, sandstone, birchwood, all those go well with it. Same color, they just go nicely. The marble, it's okay. It's not the best. Orange sandstone, red sandstone looks good. Nether brick looks good. The darker woods look good. And the ice looks okay, not that great. And I didn't bother putting it there, but obviously stone works well with it, because gray works well with everything. The other thing I figured from this note, and also purple looks good, because that's what they were designed to be built together. Well, built with together, so again, of course that looks good. The other big thing is being a lighter color, it's more a background color. It doesn't pop out at you, even if you look at this. It's more your color that's just in the back, and everything else is what stands out to you. That's just how contrast works. Yay, art theory. But, yep, so this would be sort of your background, while your pillars, you need something else brighter. Then over here we have our purpur. And the first thing I thought was prismarine, because that sort of lightish green, bluish green. Plus even your prismarine has a little bit of purple in it. And I was correct, those go together really nicely. The marble, okay. Birchwood was surprisingly not good. Sorry, sprucewood. I don't know, it's just not as good as I thought it would be. Nether brick looks good because they share the purple hue. But the orange sandstone wasn't quite as good. Then red clay is okay. Pink clay, I was a bit surprised by. These really go nicely together. So coming over here to a few more builds. Oh, I was messing around over here. You can see proof of concept. The Prismarine really does look good. And I was playing around, you can see the focus block. This reminds me a bit of the chiseled brick, which really looks nice. And then the stone, once again, proof of concept. Stone looks good with both of them, of course. And back over here, you'll notice one thing. The purpur is one that's a mixture. When it's with something that's lighter, it will stand out, like with quartz or with your lighter prismarines. It stands out. That's the focus block, while the prismarine recedes. Well, when it's with something like dark prismarine or with nether brick, then the purpur is the background color and those stand out. That's just a little something to think about when you're building. It does make a difference, and it keeps builds from being overwhelming, and knowing which parts can be your more plain parts and which parts really draw in the focus. That's important. So if you notice here, I went with a pretty crazy and colorful build. I started with the red sandstone, the endstone, and the nether brick, but then I just had to throw purple in because, well, we have the option now. And the chorus plant makes for a nice looking sort of alien landscape. That's the one thing I found it really worked with here. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. You can only put the plant on endstone. That is on itself. One somewhat unfortunate limitation, but it works out. In this situation it works. In some situations it won't work as well. So yeah, like I said, I just played around with the reds, orange, purple, all of this together, and I think it turned out pretty well, especially for taking less than 3 hours to build. The end rods are nice, subtle lighting, definitely something that you couldn't pull off with full blocks. Like it's barely noticeable. Plus it's really nice having it look like a support. I can make it look like it's attached to something. That's a big possibility with the end rods. Here it's, I just went light on the ceiling, and it was better than placing glowstone everywhere. And yep, that's that little, pretty big build. That's this build, this little facade I made just to show you that you can build stuff with all of this. So nether brick and red sandstone, I just proved. It works well with both these blocks. So, in recap, sandstone, all of those look good together. Prismarine looks really good with the purpur. Stone looks good with everything, as always. And yeah, that's about it. So, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. Hopefully got some ideas off of this. Gave you some inspiration. And like I said, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.